Hello, fellow flames. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I will help you live fearless, live loved, and live free. Welcome to this episode of Twin Flame Real Talk. And today, what I want to talk about in this particular topic is 4 ways for you to be able to get back into your body. We've all been going through a lot of physical, emotional, mental trauma over the last few years, most of us, and it's picked up speed over the last year with lots of stressors that has been placed on us, and not just from our twin flame journey, but if you look around us, in every area of our life is being affected. So as we have been in this ascended version of tapping into our highest frequency, tapping into this ancient wisdom and unlocking some of our truth and letting go and doing all this soul purge and letting go of the karma and being able to work through generational and bloodline clearing. I mean, this has just been taxing on the body. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm freaking exhausted from it after 25 years total and the last 6 years intense. I felt like a break maybe last year for me, being the best I'd ever been. And the last couple months has just really took the wind out of me. If you've been feeling this yourself, coming from a place of like, enough is enough. Like, when are we going to get a break here, right? Well, what I want to just share with you, a couple things. One is, you're not alone. Okay, I see people every day going through this. One of the biggest things I'm working on personally right now, as well as with clients, is how to get back into our bodies after having went through this expanded version of our soul, and our bodies now are being super challenged to the point where, not myself included in this, but I'm seeing this a lot. Our bodies are physically really experiencing PTSD on some level, emotionally, mentally, physically, or, that's even soulfully, basically. And so it's reintegration time. It's time to come back into the body. And we've separated from that really for lifetimes because we haven't wanted to connect to those emotions that have been painful. And I have a super exciting event I want to share with you that somewhere through this, but stay tuned for it. You're not going to want to miss it, especially if you've been one of the ones that's wanted me to create the rapid code reset emotional clearing transmission that I have talked about doing here. That's some of the newer work I've learned personally and learned with clients, or have been using with clients based on my experience of this. I was guided to put together something to share with everyone in such a way that I see it so powerful, more powerful than just the transmission. It's going to be a live event. So there's going to be a link below. So just know that. And I'm going to share more about it with you at the end of when I present these 4 ways to get back into your body. So the first way to get back into your body is you've got to get present. You've got to learn to live in the present time consciousness. That means in every area of your life, down to your twin flame, down to your purpose, down to what's next, and down to maybe even getting into the new, okay? Maybe you've got a new job. Maybe you're entering a new relationship and you've moved past some of the things with the twin flame. Maybe you're aligning with your twin in a new way. You're really having to let go of what that past was. And you've got to stay present, because you're really, if you jump too far ahead at this point, you're setting yourself up in order to create the old patterns of expectation and the conditions, when right now, being mindful is what's important. Because what it is you're implementing your new thoughts, your new patterns of action, your new ways to handle things, which is your new template. And it's asking you to be more mindful of your thoughts, feelings, and your actions. And one way that can really help you get present, there's nothing more present than focusing on your breath. because your breath is the only thing that's consistent and the only thing that's now. And so if you can do some breathing exercises, take several times throughout the day to consciously make a connection to your breath and do some conscious breathing to balance the breath, the brain, and the body. Our bodies, are going through, mine personally, like as I've told you with the recovery of the virus, had went into some PTSD type symptoms. Body's going through so much stress from all of the recovery, creating the anxiety of that. And I've had to learn even to another layer of how to live in the moment, down to making sessions with clients in the moment, down to making plans in my life in the moment, down to not knowing if I can do my normal routines of going to yoga and things that are I don't even want to call them normal anymore, because nothing's normal in this world anymore. It's like, what is typical for me now? And everything that I knew, like I even have this feeling about this that's going on with me again, is part of the death of another layer, is that I basically have become another version of myself again really quickly. And I feel sort of lost. Like, what just happened to that great person that I was thought had done all this work and loved, that I even learned to love that part of me. And now it's saying, oh, but there's more. You have to learn this side of you. And this is the side of you that is coming from a state of weakness and coming from a state of not being all put together, but being able to perform potentially even better, and teaching us to gracefully, go through our journey with grace and gratitude and stay super present so that we can find the blessing, find the gifts in this process as we go through this. So the second way to get back in your body is make an effort to listen to your body. Your body really does know what it needs, when it needs it. And that's why we even sometimes get cravings, right? Like I've had, with all of this shift and change, my body has been craving fruits and vegetables. It's been craving things that want to support that higher vibration, which is actually going to be a part of one of these, the fourth one. But technically, based on the emotional aspects of this, these stored emotions that we have never dealt with, these aspects of ourselves that we've ran from all this time, we need to listen to what the body's trying to tell you. And we need to basically pause in that listening and say being present, so getting present. And then when we listen, we really need to scan our bodies and say, what do you feel? Feel what you feel. Do you have tension in your shoulder blades? Do you have chest pain? Do you have anxiety? Do you have a headache? Do you have a pain, really that knot in your gut that's speaking to you because you're not listening to your intuition, or your intuition is trying to get your attention? So pay attention to your pain anywhere in your body. Pay attention to when you scan the body. Pay attention to the emotions attached to the body. Pay attention to triggers that come along and trigger you. What are they triggering? What emotions are they triggering? What experiences are you experiencing that is recreating these thoughts, feelings, and actions? And this is listening to your body and letting it tell you, what is this emotion? Now, one of the things I have to tell you, that what I've been going through multiple times and consciously for over 6 years, and I look back, it's been going on longer. Every experience that I have went through, down to going through COVID alone, has triggered past lives that I've had to literally revisit and relive, and have retracked these past lives that I'm reenacting to create the exact experience that I went through, to then be able to heal what I went through in the past life. And I've awakened to these things. I've had some assistance with the emotional coding I've been redoing at another layer and level to get rid of this really deep gunk within myself. But you really need to learn to listen to your body and to know that these red flags that are coming up are really just trying to tell you something. And they're really just trying to speak to you. It could be your inner child that is throwing a little tantrum, that really is only trying to ask for love and acceptance and to be acknowledged. And if you don't listen, then you're basically separating from yourself, and you're abandoning yourself, and you're basically betraying a part of you and the aspect of you that's trying to get your attention to heal these wounds. So you have to listen if you're wanting to heal the wounds. So the third way to get back in your body, once you go through that process of being able to basically get present and then begin to listen, the third thing is to ask. Ask that area of your body, that red flag, that tense spot, ask it what it wants to tell you. What is the emotion? Like, say, what is this emotion? What do you want me to know about what is going on here? Where's this coming from? Is this emotion associated with my twin flame or another person? Is it coming from a very specific experience? And if it is, in what timeline? Is it this timeline from this life? Is it a past life timeline? Or is it a repeated timeline or repeated experience that keeps repeating because you haven't healed the wound, and you're attracting the experience and trigger it to be able to heal it? Because you will continue to attract what you need to get this to come up and awaken to it so you can clear it and heal it and transform it. So when you go back, and this is what I teach people to do whenever I do these sessions of these emotion recoding, is you're looking to scan the body, feel where it's coming from, ask it what emotion it is, asking it to show you if it's associated with someone or a certain experience, and then where is it coming from? And then basically going back to that experience and looking at that from, in that experience or with that person, how did I get my power away? And to literally go back and rewrite, RIGHT, that experience, so you can reclaim your power. And to rewrite that situation and claim that you've neutralized the imbalance between what you gave away and what you need, and it's collecting your soul fragments. So this is a great way to go through and scan your body. So, if you're going to do this on your own and you keep asking about it, then you need to sit down and listen. You need to sit down and get present, get into some form of a meditation and get into a relaxed state. You need to then begin to listen to what your body's saying and what you're feeling in that. And then you ask that place in your body or that feeling these specific questions that I just mentioned. So the fourth way to get back in your body is you really have to take some action towards what it is that's going to support your highest frequency and your highest vibration. And so if you have this desire and you have this feeling of craving these fruits and vegetables, then you need to be going out and getting fruits and vegetables and starting to eat higher vibrational foods. And maybe that means organic foods. Or maybe, like for me in my office, I used to carry Juice Plus for 10 years for patients, and I hadn't used it for years, and my body just keeps craving. Like, you're not getting the nutrients you need even out of the food you get necessarily based on processing. So I just recently got that, and it's coming to me, and I'm feeling this desire to get these nutrients back into myself from a very high vibrational place. Examine your water intake. You may be dehydrated. A lot of people are going through this upgrade, and the water is causing fatigue and dehydration, and potentially getting good quality water, high pH water, filtered water that's not toxic, and enough water. I had recently felt a slip back in my fatigue because I went back to doing more than I had been doing, and I wasn't paying attention and getting in all my vitamin C and all of my water. And my voice started going back, and I had this crash over a few days ago, and I had to take a step back to recharge and recalibrate and go through my emotions of progress, not perfection, and that I can show up when I can. And that's one reason why I'm still here on Friday instead of my normal Thursday, and I'm going to be here when I can, as I can. But I have to honor that because I can only do certain time, and I have to really stay into a place of being present for myself and knowing when I can and when I can't. So today it worked, and I'm actually super excited because my twin flame son and his wife and twin flame are coming into town, and we're getting all together and going out to dinner tonight. We have a family function this weekend, so I'm super excited about that. But you also may need to, in this process, like have energy imbalances that need cleared, corrected, connected to higher vibration. You might need to collect your fragments. So that might entail getting, someone to help you energetically clear these things, or that might entail like getting some coaching through this process and reframing these emotions and transforming this trauma. We can only do so much ourselves. I can't even tell you how many healers I have right now, but all the healing I've had right now is supported me in so many directions that as fast as I clear things and move things and energy shifts in me, I've needed every part of it, and multiple people, multidimensional, needed all of them. And so many people came forth to support me, and I've been doing so many different types of therapies. And I have so many like new tools in my bag that, because we're all going through this, as this evolves, I want to share more of this with you guys, because I know you guys, if you are, tell me, fatigue, brain fog, exhaustion, emotions running wild, your whole life's dumping out in front of you. You still got the twin flame drama going on. It's just enough. It's enough. It's like too much. And our bodies are just saying, time to pay attention to the body. But we have to, because doing it and getting back in our bodies is how we're going to allow our reality to become what we've been working on all this time. So that is why I'm so excited to be sharing with you and delivering for you basically what you have been asking for. And Spirit really showed me that I should do this as a live type event. And so I'm going to be doing a Rapid Soul Emotion Code Reset. It's a 90-minute online group healing transmission. And it's going to be via Zoom. And what I'm going to do is it's going to be a transmission that everyone's going to receive and that everyone's going to benefit from. But through the process, there'll be I'll pick 3 people that I'm going to be doing it also live with through the process, and everyone will get something from it. And even if you can't make it and you want to get plugged into it, you can do that. And it will even be you'll be able to get that healing through the energy that's infused in it even after the fact. Now, this is going to be on Sunday, April the 25th, and at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, that is, let me just calculate just to make sure I'm saying this right. So that's going to be 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. London Time, and it's 5 a.m. Let's see. I'm sorry. It's either 4 or 5 a.m. on Aussie time. Okay. I know that's kind of early, but I was trying to pick a time where it fit kind of globally. There will be an energy exchange of $11.11. There's going to be a link below that you can sign up for it. And there will be limited space because it's going to be in Zoom. And so there'll be a maximum of 100 people that can join. But it's going to be phenomenal. And I was guided to just go through this to help everyone. And, we're going to be working on magnetically recoding the mental aspects, recoding these emotions, and doing the soul retrieval and recoding our template and our soul blueprint all the way back to the beginning of time, retrieving the heart and recoding the heart in such a way that we collect all of our fragments and let down the walls and be able to connect to all these emotions that I'm talking about so that we can transform them and clear them and energetically release them from our energetic system so that we recode the cellular memory that's in our body. And that's going to help de-armor the body, the mind, the heart, and the soul. And, there may be even some inner child clearing come in with that. And really just awaken that energy of the masculine and feminine and bring balance and awaken the soul template that, as we clear out, we're bringing in new energy. And this is going to allow us to heal the trauma, recode it, and then reclaim the power. So I really look forward to this. It just recently came to me, and there'll be a link below. I'll advertise this for the next couple weeks. And once if it's something you're interested in, and once you go ahead and get signed up within about 24 hours prior to the event, you are going to receive access to be able to log in to the Zoom. And from there, you'll be live with me along with whoever shows up, and it'll be the perfect divine number, the perfect divine connection between all of us. And I'll be doing 3 live rapid reset recoding sessions with people. And then, but everyone's going to be going through it at the same time, and everyone's going to get their own rapid recode reset. It's going to be so amazing. So I hope to see you there, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week in the next video. And may you always face your fears, find freedom, and glow forward on fire. Namaste.